Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest. Now, I read a great exclusive article from BoxingNewsOnline.net. Link in the description. Check out the article. They did an exclusive with Leonard Bundu, who he's kind of previewing the Kell Brook Errol Spence fight because he shared the ring with one of them, and that was obviously Errol Spence Jr., and he was brutally knocked out. So he says Spence is good technically and he's powerful. He hits hard with every type of punch and is equally dangerous with his right and left. He always has you under pressure and you begin to feel the pace. The accumulation of his punches over the rounds wears you down. Then when he gets into range, he's very, very accurate. And the article says that CompuBox said he landed 63.9% of his power shots against Bundu. That's 64%. Ridiculous. He said the right hook that knocked me out landed perfectly on the chin. Right? He says Spence, he fights like he's on a mission, but when he attacks, he does leave himself open. I caught him flush several times. He can be hit. Then he talks about if, let's say, Spence were to win and fight another welterweight champion with 2 belts, Keith one-time Thurman, what he thinks about that particular fight. And he said some interesting things. He says in his fight with Thurman surprised him in his fight. I was expecting more of a close quarters battle. I did get close to him in the first round, but he knocked me down straight away. He's got very good legs and he uses the ring very well, really well. He wasn't easy to hit at all. I would favor Thurman over Spence. Thurman is almost complete. He can box very well, big puncher, and he's a little bit faster. Spence is not slow by any means, but I could see most of his punches. Thurman could be slightly disadvantaged if Spence was to get into close range. I think Thurman works best at medium to long range where he can get more speed and power on his punches. He's got the style and power, however, to take advantage of Spence's openings. And he goes on to say, although Spence knocked me out and I went 12 rounds with Thurman, I think Thurman is the bigger puncher. Spence is heavy-handed, but Thurman has snap. He says, clearly Spence can turn your lights out if he lands clean. Laugh, Bundu. But I felt shockwaves through my arms whenever I blocked Thurman's punches. He's definitely got more snap on his shots. He talked about a fight with Thurman and Kell Brook. He said that'll be a great fight, very technical, hard to pick a winner in that. They're both fast, hard punchers who work better with some distance. Again, a great interview from somebody who shared the ring with 2 of the big 3. You know what I mean? Only one he hasn't fought is Kell Brook. Now, obviously, we got to see what happens, first of all, on Saturday, May 27th, Sky Sports pay-per-view, Showtime in the U.S. Let's go. I find it, what Leonard Bundu is saying, I want to give my thoughts. What Bundu is saying, it's a little bit weird to me. And normally, I try to give the guys respect, like, okay, you're the one that fought this guy, you fought him, and you fought him. So, I have to take what you say and you know what I mean? Like, you have experience with them. But the thing that's weird with with what he's saying is I always look for like consistency and stuff like that, and it seems a bit weird because he's saying Thurman hits harder than Spence. Fine, you know what I mean, that's possible. But he's saying Thurman is faster and he could see the shots coming with Errol Spence. So it kind of leads me to believe, why did you do better with Thurman than you did with Spence? And if you've seen the shots, then how did Spence knock you out? You know what I'm saying? When you went the distance with Keith Thurman. That really doesn't, if you listen to everything he said, and I read it to you guys, and you guys can go to BoxingNewsOnline.net and read the full thing. You can see it and study the print. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? If Thurman was, he's basically saying Thurman hits harder. He's better with his legs. He's good with distance. Definitely hits harder with more snap. And he's not hard. He's not easy to hit himself. And Spence is there to be hit because he said, I caught Spence flush. Then it's like, why did Spence knock you out? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So, I don't know. Sometimes these fighters, I really feel like sometimes they have like little personal biases or preferences, like, oh, the guy knocked me out, so I'm gonna give the guy that went the distance with me a little bit more credit. Or if I shared the ring with this fighter and he has an upcoming fight with someone totally different, the guy I shared the ring with, I'm gonna give him the credit. You know what I mean? Like Mayweather's been saying that he picks Canelo over Golovkin. He's never fought Golovkin, but he shared the ring with Canelo, so he's vouching for his skills. So I don't know, maybe it's just personal preference, personal taste, but I think both fighters apparently hit hard, and we're gonna see in the Kell Brook fight how hard Spence is hitting. I just think Spence, for me, Spence Thurman is a great fight. I think it's another pick'em fight. It's another difficult fight for both fighters. I'm not saying it's easy, but I would favor Spence, me personally. I think Kell Brook stylistically is a harder fight for Errol Spence than Keith Thurman. For example, like what Kell Brook does with his style, I think if Spence can get past that, then I would definitely favor him to beat Thurman. Not saying it would be an easy fight, not saying Thurman has no shot in hell, but I would favor him, especially with Thurman's apparent weakness to the body. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think of Leonard Bundu's revelations and what he's saying about the fight. Obviously, we got to get past Saturday, because if Spence loses to Kell Brook, then no one's really going to even be talking about a Keith Thurman fight. So he definitely has to show up and see what he looks like in his biggest step up thus far. But let me know what you guys think of Leonard Bundu. It just, to me, it sounds weird that you're saying Thurman basically is the better fighter. He's trickier, harder to hit, hits harder, and you can't see his punches coming. But you've seen Spence's punches coming, but he got you knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe somebody in the comment section can explain that one. Let me know what you guys think. All I know is I would love to see the winner, Brook Spence winner versus Keith Thurman, no matter who it is. Doesn't look like Pacquiao's trying to fight anybody youthful, any young, hungry lion. So let's get the winner of Brook Spence. Whoever wins, that's a rightful fight for Keith Thurman. But he's out for the moment. I made a video about it. Check it on the channel. Let me know what you think of Leonard Bundu's question. And if Errol Spence does get past Kell Brook, who would you favor versus Keith Thurman? Drop all that in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.